I just felt the whim to live commentate. Is anyone gonna talk about this flavor text? Now it's worse and here to stay. Think about when we got this SMG in season 22. It was like peak of the Void Titan meta, and now it's worse and here to stay. Don't get me wrong, I do like target lock as a concept, but maybe it should have been auto rifle only, not SMG. Just to help promote auto rifles being a laser weapon and SMGs being more of a movement type of weapon. Auto rifle, slow, but as long as you hit your shot, you beam people. SMG, fast, freedom of movement, better AE, that type of thing. Better handling. That's what I was thinking when I saw this perk, to help bridge the gap between hand cannons. Anytime I hear that strand thing, I just think barricade free. Gonna try to move against his movement. If he didn't nom load, I win that. That's the thing high level players do, is move against momentum. If they're moving towards you, you want to force them to do a 180 on your terms. The other thing is people teabag strafe instinctually now because they think it helps their shot, which like sometimes it does, but a lot of times it hurts their own shot. If you can hit shots while doing that, that completely changes things. If you do it as a taunt to make people think about it, totally understand that. But the second you start missing entire magazines and you're not like calling out to your team to clean up, that's when you're setting yourself up for failure. I play a standard Xbox Elite controller with 4 paddles. I was aiming for him to jump a little bit earlier. 5 sensitivity, 1.0 modifier. Nice little flick upward. It's crazy that that little amount of distance is a flick for my sense, but it is, it is. Oh, I didn't get my swap before I slid, that's bad. Extended slide is like a little bit offset on people's camera. So it's nice to have, but ultimately you want the correct gun out, not the correct slide distance. If teammate didn't bump me, I think I got out in time to be able to find a fragment and then make it to cover while backpedaling. It's all good though. We did the best we could. That's what, a Jotun? Jotun's dead. It's very, very risky to slide these angles when I have this low sense. So, fun fact, if you shoot snipe and instantly swap, the recoil of your snipe leeches onto the SMG. So you're starting up really high. So you gotta pull down a lot more than you think. He's an archaeologist. I got hit by the slow for him breaking that. I wanted that green, all good though. Sometimes putting bullet tracers might make somebody scared. Other times it alerts them that there's somebody there, but you gotta take stock of where your teammates are on the radar and make your pack seem way bigger than it actually is, because they think 2 people are holding this lane, whereas I'm just getting an angle. Oh no, I was still on the tether? I thought I walked past it. I was so ready to pop the bubble and start scrapping. The thing about live commentary is there's just too much that high-level players do to convey in a small amount of time. So over the course of a live commentary series, you just do what you can, a little bit here and there. Repeat the important stuff. Like my friend Sides does a commentary series every day, I think, so make sure you check that out. You watch like an hour of this a day, would really help you improve as a player. What am I doing? Why am I peeking things? What habits have I built? Are those good habits? That is so much Jotun, I'm starting to get concerned. And I'm not always playing to win, by the way. I just got a really good SMG and felt like I should use it. It'd be a waste not to. Not to at least like give a review of this. Now, you might be wondering, why am I on controller instead of mouse and keyboard? Well, the answer is, I don't like the scope sway here, so I'd rather just have the game aim for me. Oh, thank you, my hero. I put the Tracer because I want him to follow me. Since I have a suppressor, I want him to fight me. That was an opportunity for me to like teabag strafe and panic, but I just thought, nah, hold the crouch, find my aim, start teabag strafing, I'm gonna miss. That's a bad situation to be for a controller. Can I break this? For a controller player, because I can't just instantly 180 get out of jail free card. So we know they're fork for sure. Blade Fury's about to die, question mark. Yeah, that's why I thought he was gonna die, is because he's just walking into a spawn where they're posted up. Oh no, I don't have a, Never mind. I hate fighting bows. So what I should say, again, with the teabag strafing, is like, if you miss your shot, don't do it. If you see other benefits to doing it, like playing a head glitch better, where just like the forehead of yours is showing so you don't get hit by a hand cannon, sure, do it. See the taunt value, do it. For me, crouch is a very, very nice way to fix my recoil compensation when I'm above their head. It just automatically snaps down, and it helps let me get a little bit more mileage out of this slow-ass sensitivity. Hope that makes sense. Even with like Warden's Law, that two-burst hand cannon, I'd put 2 bullets downrange, and if I notice that I'm going slightly too up, I'll just hold the crouch while pulling down, and that'll usually even it out for the TTK. It's really, really difficult to get a feel for that type of thing, but just trust me, I probably played 50 matches today, and I'm going to tell you, I only got gunned a handful of times by teabag strafe. Majority of the time, they just miss half their mag. But you know better than me. You do what you need to do. As far as the review of this gun, I think moving target is the pick here. Let's go to D2 Foundry. Best perk on this is under over because that's what the meta calls. And I only have one of those and it's sitting in my postmaster. It's not a perfect roll, but it's pretty close. Ideally, I would want this exact roll that I have with Arrowhead 2 as a choice so I can switch mods and maintain 100. But I would love to have the choice of under over. So if I could pick any combination of perks, it would be Headstone, Cascade Point, Target Lock, Moving Target, under over, all on the same gun. If that could happen, that would be incredible. Another perk that I like is Offhand Strike, but I'm not going to pretend like it's extremely competitive. When aiming down sights magnetizes bullets, you really got to play a low sense to controller from the hip like that. And I'm not even sure if it's worth it on Titan when your strafe is already this fast. Another swappable might be Gut Shot Straight, and I think that's about where I stop with getting greedy for these rolls. Because, you know, I could pull like hundreds more, thousands more of these Unending Tempest and not even be closer. This is the one time I'll burn a suppressor if it catches the whole team. Alright, that's what, a pulse rifle on the flag. Use the nade. I'm trying to wait for my team to pinch. Did you get kill clip? That's the problem with all the guns sounding the same nowadays. You can't like tell what the hell they have and what perks they have. That was the advantage of fixed roll. It's like you hear an old fashioned, you know that's kill clip. It's a terrible map for me, which is great for video. I always check the ghost to check for supers, get a glance whenever I have no combat to like suss out what's in the match, what do I have to pay attention to, what seasonal artifact thing do I have to be aware of. That's just an unwinnable lane, so I'm going to keep moving into cover. I should have pulled out the power ammo because I forgot I had it. I'm so used to holding on to tractor cannon for supers, or if it's rumble, just being aggressive with it. Not in 6s, though. A is getting lit, so I'm assuming they're spawning meadow. This is the bad part of controller, is I can't intentionally aim at the player I want to aim at. If you see me switch weapons so quick on an empty sniper, it's because Peacekeepers auto-load in the backpack. And that's fine. This 3v2. I don't think teammate was aware they were going to swing that. But I always want to like push against their momentum so I can catch one person having to do a 180. Didn't have time to set up my barricade right there. But I did think about it. I just made my decision too late. Have time here. Even if I got that melee off, that probably wasn't good, but maybe my teammates can stop power ammo because of that little delay. Okay, that's what, Apex, machine gun, what else? Another GL used, 2 shots. Arc Strider, I mean, it's great I have a suppressor ready. So what I should do is I should save my bubble to refresh suppressors so I can get 2 supers for the price of 1. Some great connection. I probably should have waited to get my health back, but I didn't get punished. Peacekeepers have such good AE. It's 3 on flag, not a good idea. I definitely buy some time for my team to grab B though. Shadebinder, what? Going to B? So... maybe? Nice. Well, I mean, it effectively did what I wanted it to do. I wish the shoulder charge connected, but that was a really ambitious angle. I did not expect it to connect, but I was kind of hoping it defied all odds. It just did it anyway. Power is so close to 0 that I'm not going to go to it yet. I know I'm getting slowed, but it's all good. Just want the weapons alight. Keep my teammates alive. Take aggro. I know someone's on my back, but there's not really much I can do about it. Trying to close off that angle to the right while I deal with the one from my left. I still have a barricade I can use and a shoulder charge. Let's cut some space here. Let teammates stand. I move forward. I be scary red dot. SMG sounds. Yeah, they don't want this shit. If you have both melees bound, you can just punch a barricade. It's pretty sick. I can shoulder charge this. Let's get some audio cues where he is. I probably should have double meleeed that. I didn't think I was that ahead. Okay, what's our remaining supers? It's a squall and a rope. I fully expected that to hit ahead. I'm not even gonna lie. Might be. Unfortunately, no team fire there. All good. I can take out this missile in a sec, too. I just don't know what player is the missile, so I'm going to start paying attention to the feed. Okay, so they just got a rocket. I don't have my shoulder charge yet. I keep pulling it out because I need to see who that thunder crash is. I don't... I just reacted. I'm on controller, not on MNK, so I can't put the grenade where it needs to be, but better to try than not to. This should be the striker. Bubble's kind of busted. Alright, not an ideal map for SMGs. 32. We'll take it. So that's 2 bad SMG maps in a row. Let controller take the wheel. My aim could have been a lot better. My centering could have been a lot better. But nice to show you what I would say, one of the best overall loadouts in the game. One of the strongest controller loadouts in the game. And one of the strongest primary weapons in the game. It's all downhill from here. Now it's worse and here to stay. I genuinely think I like what's it called? Synchronic roulette more because of the nano rocket. Just hits my neurons correctly. So here we go. Perfect float kill clip. That's much better for 6s. And then for 3s, perfect float and target lock. And you get the nanotech tracer rocket and it's Strand. And I do play Strand Titan a lot. Not to say I don't play Behemoth. I definitely do. But at that point, I like prolonged engagement more. It's so much fun. Wish I could get a perfect roll of this though. It's cool to strafe like as fast as possible on a Behemoth Titan when you build into elemental capacitor. Just genuinely ankle break some players. I think I will leave it at that. This will consistently be a go-to SMG for me on controller, but I'll probably stay away from it on mouse and keyboard just because I don't really like the scope that much. So that's the recap. On mouse and keyboard, you will see me probably not play this build because I'm more valuable playing a hand cannon in a competitive environment. But for fun and rumble and whatnot and just seeing a bunch of yellow numbers, you'll see me throw on Synchronic Roulette because that's my favorite SMG so far. I wouldn't be surprised if Peacekeepers ever caught a nerf, but I would kind of be against it because they enhance a primary. I think the problem overall is SMGs. Don't want to elaborate too much on that in this video, but that's just where I stand with it. I think the movement's very, very healthy for outgunning other aim assist. To a point where maybe the problem we also have to look at is the overall aim assist of every gun. When it's that easy to hit all your crits, you need something like the speed of Peacekeepers to separate you from the pack. Not to mention that high speed also helps you correct your aim because you don't have to use all of it at once. You can barely torque your left stick and move ever so slightly to correct your aim. So just like I said, don't teabag strafe and miss half the magazine. Don't strafe fast and miss half the magazine. Strafe just as much as you need to hit your shot. Only exception is if you have to play your life to make a very critical call out and live for a second so your teammate can pick up the play. Started on MNK for no reason there. And I think that wraps up everything I wanted to say in a short commentary session. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Enjoy the Rumble footage. I was playing other Peacekeeper Titans who were doing the same thing.